Devin Haney has built a name for himself in the world of boxing. With that name comes the reputation of being a dangerous opponent in the ring. He's the current lightweight champion with several titles. He's defended those titles twice so far and has had a few other notable wins. But why are other pro boxers truly afraid of Devin Haney?
So it feels good that, now he's the challenger, I'm the champion, I'm the favorite to win, and I'm gonna show him that I was everything then and I'm everything now.
As the current lightweight champ, Haney ranks #1 in his division. That makes him a big name that fighters are eager to take down, but that also makes him an intimidating figure for other boxers. How has Haney been able to secure his titles? One of the things that contributes to his success is his experience in the ring. Despite being such a young boxer, Haney has over a decade of experience in boxing. That's because he started training when he was only 7 years old. Haney admitted that the reason he started so young was because he used to get into fights as a kid. His father, Bill Haney, decided to do something about that to teach his son a lesson. He took Devin to a boxing gym so he could face opponents who knew how to fight. What he didn't realize was that Devin would love the sport. He chose it over other sports he played as a kid and became fully invested in it. Bill Haney set his son on the path to becoming a top contender and eventual champion. As he got older, built up his skills, and rose through the ranks, Haney established an admirable amateur career. With a record of 138-8, he surprised nobody by deciding to go pro.
So much blessings have came from it. My family have been fasting and doing the things that they need to do. I've been praying and making zakat, giving back.
What are Haney's key strengths as a boxer? He has a laundry list of things that make him a threat in the ring. One of the biggest factors in Haney's favor is his quickness. He's a young fighter who moves quickly and aggressively. He uses his energy and speed to his advantage. Although he's a lightweight, Haney also has good power behind his punches. That makes it truly punishing when his opponents expose any weaknesses or leave themselves vulnerable. Then, there's his technical skill. This is another trait he's developed over his amateur and professional careers. He's got great knockout ability, and his record shows that. Of the 29 straight wins in his professional career, 15 of those have been knockouts. Many have also regarded his jab as one of the best in the league. On a technical level, he's just a solid boxer. All of these factors have been developed over the course of his amateur and professional careers. They're also things he was able to develop under his different mentors. One of his first mentors was his father, Bill, who had been a boxing trainer before taking his son under his wing. One of the champion's other notable trainers was Floyd Mayweather. When he went pro, Haney was able to sign on with the Legends Company and train under him. That also gave him a chance to spar with the boxer who many regard as one of the greatest ever. Haney's father admitted he thought his son would be a superstar when he saw him sparring with Mayweather. That experience led to many calling Haney a mini Mayweather. With those skills and mentors, Haney was able to become the champion he is today. Another thing that probably intimidates other boxers is Haney's professional record. With 29 straight wins, the lightweight champion remains undefeated. That kind of streak could get into an opponent's head. It may even psych them out if they feel pressured to be the one to bring him down.
Beat him once, I beat him twice. Everyone feels better than the last. But I proved to the world that, I'm a complete fighter. I can do it all. I can box, I can bang, got that dog, got cut, stayed in, fought like a true champion.
How has he been able to maintain that kind of winning streak? In addition to his strengths and years of experience, there's the fact that he started his professional career at such a young age. Haney started boxing professionally at just 17 years old, making him one of the youngest ever to start fighting. However, due to regulations in the US, he had to begin his professional career in Mexico. The young fighter had 5 bouts south of the border before he could fight as a pro in his home country. Haney described it as a difficult situation because he had to deal with hostile crowds. That can add a lot of pressure on top of already shifting from the amateur leagues to the professional ones. Despite that, he persevered. His youth may have been another contributing factor to his success. With his energy, speed, and confidence, it could have made opponents underestimate him. In turn, that potentially gave him the chance to overwhelm opponents. Even though he's a champion with years in the ring under his belt, some other boxers may still view him as an overconfident kid. Others respect his drive and accomplishments for being such a young fighter. What are Haney's most notable victories? The young fighter's 2 biggest wins were his bouts with George Kambosos Jr. His fights against the Australian boxer are what catapulted him into the spotlight he's in now. The first bout between the two saw Haney challenge Kambosos for his titles. Many attribute the win to Haney's solid jab, noting that it helped him throughout the fight. Early on, he set the tone and kept up the pressure on on Kambosos. In the end, he outscored the champ and unified the lightweight titles. Kambosos exercised the rematch clause, setting them up for another match months later. The two boxed for 12 rounds in October 2022. This was Haney's first defense of his new title. He was successful and earned the unanimous decision of the judges. He also earned Kambosos' respect, as the former champ referred to him as a special kind of fighter. The second outing showed that Haney not only has what it takes to become a champion, but also that he can defend that title and maintain his status. With his skills improving ever since his career began, many expect him to continue his growth and become a legend in the sport. Devin Haney has another title defense on May 20th. This fight will be against the Ukrainian fighter, Vasily Lomachenko. Loma is around a decade older than the young champion, who has a slight size and reach advantage over the Ukrainian. Although Haney has an undefeated record and the championship titles, Loma also has a notable professional career in the sport. As a two-time Olympic boxer, he has a 17-2 record, with 11 of those wins being knockouts. Unlike Haney, Loma has been champion in 3 separate divisions. He lost 3 of his titles in the 135-pound division to Teofimo Lopez by unanimous decision. After that, the fighter took a hiatus to defend his country against the Russian invasion. The buzz around the fight has many people comparing the two. Many expect Haney to win because of his size, reach, and other advantages. Others think Loma can take it because he's still an experienced and skilled fighter. When asked about the matchup, fighters were split on who would take the fight. Bruce Carrington, another fighter, said that Haney will likely defend his title. He noted that the current champ has a lot of momentum going into this fight. With him improving with each fight, it seems like he has good odds of winning. Nico Ali Walsh also said Haney was most likely winning the fight. He went so far as to say that Haney is one of the best boxers fighting today. That's high praise from his peers. Antonio Zapata, another pro boxer, expressed his belief that Loma would win the bout. He argued that the Ukrainian is the best fighter in that specific division. Emiliano Vargas also favored Loma to win the match. He justified it by saying it would depend on how he was feeling at the time of the match. But he argued that if Loma is feeling 100%, he'll be unbeatable. Other factors that had some influence on the fighter's opinions were age, technical ability, and record. For the community overall, it looks like it could go to either fighter. Haney is taking the fight seriously. Recently, a video of the fighter emerged that showed him deadlifting 295 pounds. While it may not be the most impressive display of strength, it's notable for someone of Haney's size and profession. It demonstrates that he's pushing his body to its limits for this fight. His general approach and mindset to fights is to go there and hit, and not get hit. As simple as that sounds, it's a bit more complex in practice. Overall, he tries his best to minimize any damage he takes and capitalize on his opponent's mistakes. Knowing that, fans will have to wait and see if he'll continue his win streak and title defense. With that, we've covered why boxers are fearful of Devin Haney.